Well, yes, it's happened. The entire everything what he said, everything got leaked. So everything got leaked. Like it's just par for the course at this point. What's up, guys? It's me, Kai Guy. Welcome back to the video here on the channel. Everything's been freaking leaked. We're gonna talk about them. Got a lot of new mega evolutions to go over. Got some stat breakdowns going, so it should be pretty interesting to see all of the final designs as well as new moveset potential. And I'm not doing this alone. I'm gonna be breaking this down with the help of my boy Mr. YT. He can say hey.
Well,
he can say well.
well,
how you doing, man?
doing okay. I can't believe we're getting Mega Gorbis, everyone. Mega Gorbis in Legends ZA. They said it wasn't going to happen, but it's happening. I can't believe it.
This is how I would know that you made a Pokemon game. If Wormadam, Gorbis, and Swalot all got Megas, I'd be like, yeah, Joe made this. Joe was a consultant.
Dude, hear me out. The Wormadam Mega, it would be all the forms. It would be
that would actually be
crazy
cool.
thing.
That would be kind of cool. I can't even lie.
I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, let's talk about some actual real megas.
Yeah. So this is your guys' real quick spoiler warning. No, we're not going to be playing Gen 3 OU. This is just a random OU team I have, Gen 3 OU team I have up here because I wanted to say, spoiler warning. Yes, we're going to be talking about the leaks. Yes, they've been revealed. Like literally everything has. If you do not want to be spoiled for Pokemon Legends ZA, I highly recommend that you leave a like first and subscribe and then click off this video. If you would like to go in blind, I do not recommend you watch this because we're going to talk about literally everything, and all the things have been leaked. I don't know how much more I can say this, guys. So this is your final spoiler warning. I'm going to count down from 3, and then I'm going to switch over to the tab that's got literally everything, and we're going to start talking about them. All right, so 3, 2, 1, final spoiler warning, and I'm going to be clicking off this tab now. And there they are. There is every single mega so far that's been leaked. I'll quickly scroll through so you guys can just take a little view at them. And then Joe and I are going to break through each of them one by one, except maybe we probably won't do Mega Raichu X and Mega Y because Mega Raichu Y because those stats haven't been leaked. But we can still like give our thoughts on them and everything. But you want to start with Mega?
Crap.
I actually really like Mega Raichu Y. I think it looks so good. I really like Y.
I think they both look horrible.
You hate anything associated with the yellow rat, so that's normal for you.
I do, but they could have tried a little harder, no?
I actually really like Mega Raichu Y. I think it looks cool.
Ugh.
So for real though, do you want to go ahead and start with Mega Clefable?
Yeah, sure.
All right, first up. So Clefable, when it Mega Evolves, looks like it becomes a Fairy Flying type. Why does it look like it's got a Happiny on its head a little bit? Like, you see what I mean? It's got like the Happiny color scheme on its head.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not crazy, right? You see that too?
No, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for validating me. Real quick, we'll take a look at the stats. So Mega Clefable, like we said, comes a Fairy Flying type. So a couple new key resistances. Gets a Grass Resist, which is decent. Stealth Rock weakness isn't great. But looking at its stat changes, it looks like it ends up having a 95 HP stat, 80 attack, 93 defense, 135 special attack, 110 SPDEF, and 70 speed. So kind of what you would expect. It gets a little bit more powerful and a little bit bulkier, especially when it comes to the special attack department, because I think Clefable's special attack is normally pretty low, right? Isn't it only like 80, 90 or something like that?
Yeah, it's not great.
So it's definitely getting a big boost, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah, it's a nice little boost for it. I'll give it that. But I'll start with you, Joe. How are you feeling about Mega Clefable? I'm gonna actually zoom in a little bit on this.
Again, I think a lot of these, from a competitive standpoint, we're gonna have to guess a bit because the abilities, we don't really currently know yet. Yeah, we don't know those. I assume it's probably gonna get a different ability, right?
Can I give you what I think it's gonna be?
Yeah, sure.
My first thought was either Pixelate or Aerialate.
I was gonna say Aerialate just to lean into it getting the flying type, upon Mega.
Yeah, it gives me Mega.
I think it'll be good. Irregardless, I like the typing. I really don't like the design though.
Really?
I'm a big Clefable guy. I do really like Clefable, but I don't know. For me, like the head thing, just I don't know.
The head thing is weird.
I can't stop staring at it. You know,
I'm telling you, man, it's got like a baby happy
on
its
way.
head.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I don't know. The wings are whatever, but
see, I actually really like the gradient on the wings, like the little like ombre-ish color scheme, the pink down to like the sunsetty orange and the yellow. Again, the thing on the head is not doing it for me. Not a huge fan. I like the ears. I don't know. I think I probably like it a little bit more than you overall, I would say. But there's definitely parts of it I'm not a huge fan of. I don't really like the eyes. The eyes look like a little bit off to me. I'm not sure if that's just the render or what. But I think overall, I think it's decent. I like the typing. I'm interested to see if it ends up getting Aerialate, because I think that'll work really nicely for it. So I think this one gets Hyper Voice, so Aerialate, Hyper Voice could be pretty cool. But yeah, I think I like it a little bit more than you. What would you rate it 1 through 10?
I like a 3, man. It gets pretty low. I really don't like it.
Wow, that is surprisingly
I think Clefable's
low.
base design is completely fine. I like its niche already and competitive in game, what have you.
Broken.
I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
I don't think I'm as low as you. I would say, I'll say this. There are a lot of megas where I think the design gets improved. This is not one. I definitely think it's not as good as original Clefable, but I don't think I hate it that much. I think it's like very middle of the road for me. I'd say like a light to decent 5 personally. So like a tiny bit. What?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say could be 5. I mean, 5 is reasonable. Like 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the weaker ones, and there will be weaker than this. I will say that much, at least in my opinion.
But does this make the team though? That's the real question.
For me,
does make the starting 6?
So
if you're doing only new megas.
Yeah. So just throwing that out there, I'm going to be using only new megas for my team for ZA. I'll be also doing a live playthrough of it, so make sure you guys check that out. But no, this will not be on my team.
Idea in mind. I've got an interesting playthrough.
What's yours?
I might do shiny only.
Oh.
Just see how it is. Like just walk back and forth between the zones if it's anything like Legends Arceus, and hopefully just get 6 quick shinies.
You've caught my interest, but I still haven't beaten my BDSP shinies only, so I will not be doing that for my first playthrough.
But yeah, we will not be using you, Clefable. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to say, Clefable. That's a no from me as well. But maybe Mega Victreebel can save it. I know this has already I know this has already been revealed, but we'll still give a rating and still take a look at the stats. So for Mega Victreebel, looks like we got base 80 HP, 125 attack, 85 defense, 135 special attack, 95 speed, which is nice, and 70 speed.
Stats low.
70 speed's a little tough.
Jeez.
I think they like wanted...
Just use Mega Venusaur.
But I think they wanted it to be a mixed attacker, but like
that's Victreebel's whole shtick. Yeah, it's always a mixed attacker.
But this is my issue with mixed attackers, and you may disagree, you may not. When a Pokemon is a mixed attacker, I feel like it's harder to make them work because they don't excel in one specific stat over the other, and it's also a lot more difficult to develop a moveset for them that fits both niches. At least that's my experience. Would you agree, disagree?
I agree 100%. There's only so many EVs to go around. There's only so many like ideal natures, you know. And a lot of the times when they make Pokemon, I feel like they're just focused on the BST, like the total number, and they want it to be like, you know, X amount. Like, and to get X amount, you've got to move some stats around. Like if you put them all in attack and special attack, then some other stat's going to suffer. It's usually like speed, or it's usually like some little bit of bulk off everything, which really does hurt. I always think of like the Decidueye. You know, Decidueye
is a perfect example.
Super cool, great typing, you know, all that, but like that boy has no speed. I know everything, and you know,
everything in Alola
really doesn't. But still, I feel like it's really exacerbated by him because you have Primarina, who's also super slow, but they just made her a special nuke / special wall, and then you have Incineroar, who's also not the fastest, but I mean, he's just insane.
He's just one of the best stars of all time. I honestly think if you swap the Spadef and the speed, I think it's a lot better.
I would agree, but I still would argue it's not worth your mega slot.
Oh no, I don't disagree.
In any world,
I do not disagree one bit.
Unless they give this thing like, huge power or whatever, you know.
Which I guess it's possible, but I don't know. I just think it seems likely. What do you think they would give this as an ability? I wonder if it'd be something related to like the poison, like maybe like I don't know.
I could see like, I mean, like, I don't know, gluttony, maybe.
Yeah, gluttony is one of those abilities.
Innards out. Oh, then it's broken.
Innards out's actually not a bad shot. That actually makes sense. I don't know if it would make it that good though.
Yeah, I have no idea what they would do, and I really, admittedly, don't care. I've always been, bro. I've been team Vileplume day one.
Oh, dude.
Sorry,
there's a little.
I know not. I don't have to tell you about that. Yeah, but
you don't gotta tell the #1 Oddish and Vileplume fan in the universe about that, dude. Trust me, I got you, fam. I do like Victreebel though. Like I would say, I think I'm higher on this Mega than most are. Don't need Megas get the representation. But I don't know if it's enough to really like win me over to be a slot on my team. Unfortunately, that's the way I see it currently.
Oh yeah, hard pass from this guy too, for sure.
What would you rate out of 10?
2.
Wow.
I don't like the Pokemon. I don't like the Mega. I think no ability can save it. I think it's not worth your Mega slot based off the stats alone. Like
I think huge power would save it.
I do not.
Saying.
I mean, yeah. Okay, let's be realistic here.
No,
I know I brought it up, but let's circle back. Let's be realistic. It's just not one when it's like I was going over the list of Pokemon from the leak a million months ago, and I'm like, bro, this could have been the Gorbis.
This could have been your Gorbis, yeah.
This could have been my Gorbis. But anyway, yeah. What about you?
I'm thinking
5.
Probably
another middle of the road.
Another middle of the road. Maybe I even drop it to a 4. Do I like this more than Clefable?
I don't like the design either. He
looks
so stupid.
I would drop it to maybe a 4 then. Yeah. Actually, no, I'll go 5 because there's a mon that I think is going to be pretty controversial that I think is worse than this. So I'll say 5. I'm going to say pretty middle of the road.
The trailer also scared me and made me pee my pants. I don't like this thing.
You're not a fan of horror, you. It's not your thing.
No.
Well, unfortunately, Mega Victreebel, somebody out there is excited for you, and maybe even I am a tiny bit, but not on my team, unfortunately.
Well, speaking of horrors, Mega Starmie's up next. I'll let you
what are we doing?
Piggyback off of that.
Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay.
We both like Starmie, right? Starmie's pretty cool.
I love Starmie's my favorite. Maybe second favorite Gen 1 water type. It's up there with Gyarados. It's up there with Lapras for me. I love Starmie.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, for me, you know, when I think of Gen 1 waters, it's Gyarados.
Yep.
It's Lapras.
Yep.
It's Vaporeon.
Yep.
And then Starmie, like, you know, he's up there. He's cool. I like what he does. I respect him. I mean, he's way better than, you know, like bum-ass Golduck or Cloyster or whatever.
Actually has a good secondary typing with Psychic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is crazy, man.
Tell me you had Writer's Block without telling me you had Writer's Block, or Artist Block, excuse me.
I think I would argue maybe this is the opposite. I think some guy, like, this is the work of a lunatic. This is someone who had this vision, had this deranged, insane idea, and he just wanted to run with it and they let him. I think it's the opposite of Writer's Block. I think this came to this guy in a dream many moons ago and he just had to make it reality. That's my theory. Actually.
So one thing I do know is that the Starmie and Staryu line is based on Ultraman, right? So I'm wondering if this is also like a reference to Ultraman, perhaps.
Probably.
Like because I know, okay, I will say this. I think this looks really bad. I think the animations do save it a little bit, personally. Because there's like a one where he like hits like a pose and like puts his hands on his hips and like kind of like struts his stuff a little bit. Like, I don't know, that one I was like, oh wait, this actually has some personality to it. I'm kind of into this. But overall as a design, like I feel like we could have done a little bit more than just like make its legs longer. Like, what's that one medieval torture device where they like stretch out your arms and your legs?
The rack.
The rack.
Right?
They just put them on the rack for like a little bit too long. That's what it feels like. I feel like we could have done more than that. And I don't know. As much as I love the Pokemon, I'm wanting for more. And like I feel like that's probably the consensus among not even just Starmie fans, but Pokemon fans in general. Is like I feel like for a Pokemon like Starmie, then if you're gonna do this, double the amount of legs. Like give it like a bunch of extra legs. Like I want to like this so badly, but I can't. I just can't do it. And I would say I like this more than most personally.
What about you?
What do I give it? I feel like I'm going to give it a generous 4 out of 10. And that's because I love Starmie. And I will say this, it most likely will be on my team because I love Starmie that much.
Jeez.
Yeah, you know, Starmie fanboy to the day I die, so it's got to be there. Might not be the happiest with this mega, but I like me some Starmie, so I gotta represent for my boy. So I would give it a modest 4, and it probably will be on my team. What about you?
Well, I don't want to be a negative Nancy or no thing.
No,
but
go
I would
right
give
ahead.
This a 2. I'll give this a 2. This is, like I said before, horrid. This is the work of a lunatic.
It's bad.
I'd give it a 1, but it is just so absurd. I feel like I have to give it a point.
Yeah, there we go.
And I've always liked Starmie, so I don't know. I'm definitely a bit more invested in this one than, let's say, like Victreebel.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Clefable one where I really like Pokemon going in, and then I just see this and I'm like, damn, could you have made a better Mega or maybe passed on a Mega for this Pokemon and given it to a different Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
I just realized we didn't take a look at the stats yet. So base 60 HP, 140 attack, 105 defense, 130 special attack, 102 SPDEF, and 120 speed. So funnily enough, they made this thing a physical attacker. And so some of you guys who might be doing math, I believe Starmie's base 527 total, I'm pretty sure. So some of you guys might be noticing that this actually has a stat increase of 130, which is more than the usual 100 that megas get. So Joe and I were kind of talking before recording, and we both saw like, oh, I wonder if this is what they're doing with Medicham, because in Legends Arceus, Medicham got a boost to its attack stat, like base attack stat, because there were no abilities in the game, so there was no pure power, huge power, anything like that. So we're wondering maybe they're doing something similar here, and maybe Mega Starmie, upon receiving an ability, will have huge power. So that's some speculation to think about there. The stats are good though. Like this mon seems pretty good. Like 140 attack, 120 speed. That's pretty good. Sucks there's not a lot of physical, water, and psychic moves out there that are really that great, but stat wise it's pretty solid, and it gets like a really good move pool. Like this is a mon I think where maybe you could make a mixed attacker work, because it does get like Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. Bolt Beam coverage is always so good. And then maybe you catch the foe off guard with like a liquidation or something along those lines. I don't know. Like I said, I'm higher on it than most, but high only takes it so far up to a 4 for me.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about its Pokedex entry or alleged Pokedex entry?
Its movements have become more human-like. Whether it's simply trying to communicate or wants to supplant humanity is unclear. I think we should move on.
I'm scared.
It's down to a 3.5.
That's scary.
All right, next up. All right, I've got some opinions on this one. I think I'm gonna save them and let you go first.
Can I say real quick? Apparently, this thing's shiny. It's like Dratini colors. It gets like light blue.
Oh, all right. Hold on. That's cool. Actually doing a little bit for me. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Mega Dragonite. Again, I do not care. Another 10 million megas for Kanto. Like, bro, I do not care.
If I remember, I'll put in the Patrick Star meme of him like draining the bucket.
Thank you. But again, this is one where I was just kind of like, it's Pokemon I didn't like already, and it's already good, so I don't know why it's getting a Mega, and I don't care for the design. So I'm like so bum low on this thing. This is like another 3 out of 10. I do not care. The stats kind of rip. They're kind of crazy, but base Dragonite already had super good stats. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this thing. I don't care.
So funnily enough, you and I are actually in agreement on this. I am no joke putting this below Mega Starmie.
Wow, that's crazy.
I do not like it.
I put this above it, but ever so slightly.
This is a 3 out of 10.
I feel like we've been so negative. Oh my goodness.
I know.
The game is doomed.
It's gonna get better. I'm a 3 out of 10 on this guy. I am not a fan of the wings on the head. I wish they would have lent more into the Dragonite or Dragonair aspects for the design. Like at this point, it just feels like this was an in-between evolution from Dragonair to Dragonite for me. Yeah. And I don't know, I would like to have seen like a little bit more than just make tail longer, give Jewel wings on head. Perfect. And I know I was clowning on Mega Starmie and everything, but that's also a Pokemon I like, so I'm willing to be more lenient in that regard. This guy, like Joe said, it's another million megas to Kanto. Like, I don't know. Like, did Dragonite really need a mega? Like, I like it when Pokemon get megas that need them, not Pokemon that are popular. And I know it's a combination of the two that Game Freak tries to create when it comes to Mega Evolution, but every single time there's a mon that like gets one because it's popular, not because it's good or warranted, I'm gonna be a little bit more down on it. But those stats are pretty good, but I do have a couple issues. So 91 HP, 124 attack, 115 defense, 145 special attack, 125 SPDF, 100 speed. 100 speed, base 100 for Dragonite is actually really nice. I'm wondering what the thought process is behind turning it into a special attacker. That is not computing in my mind.
It's like mystical and ethereal now with his gem. I don't know.
I guess, but like low key, isn't regular Dragon Dance Dragonite just better?
I have no idea.
Like, yeah, I guess this has more speed, but like, I don't know. I feel like a +1 outrage is going to do more than like a neutral Dragon Pulse or Draco Meteor from 145 special attack. Like, and then you don't have to waste an item on it. Like, you can run Lumberry, you can run Leftovers, you can run Heavy Duty Boots. Like, I feel like this is just worse. And maybe that's the competitive player in me talking too much, but it's definitely, this is not doing it for me. 3 out of 10, I'm sorry. And this might be controversial, but I do not care. 3 out of 10.
Well, I tell you what, viewer at home, also, don't worry about competitive. If you rip this thing in a main game playthrough, I'm pretty sure you'll be just fine with those stats.
Yeah, honestly, you probably will. Unfortunately, this will not be joining my in-game playthrough.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say, though, too, I think this could have been a great opportunity for them to be super experimental with megas. Can you imagine this Mega Dragonite it becomes like Dragonair again, some ethereal winged serpent, just completely changes its form and everything.
I'd like it a lot more if it did, if I'm honest with you.
I think that'd be low-key kind of cool.
I'd like it so much more. Make it pure dragon again. I think that would have been sick. Like, make it lose the flying typing. I think that would have been really, really cool. I don't think they would ever like take away a full-on typing. Actually, I guess they did with Mega Aggron. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. 3 out of 10. It's not doing it for me. This is my least favorite one so far.
We're thinking too much about this. It's not my least favorite, but when it's all a sea of 2s and 3s for me. Yeah.
Fair.
I guess it's not really a point in its favor either.
I would agree.
All right.
Good to move on.
Let's get into the next one. Yes, sir.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere, at least in my opinion. You took the last one first, right? I'll take this one first.
Sure, man.
Mega Meganium. Spoilers, this will be on my team. This is my starter of choice. Grass Fairy type. About goddamn time, Game Freak. Thank you. People have been clamoring for this thing to be Grass Fairy since Generation 6, back when it was first introduced. And hey, funnily enough, a certain someone, me, made a video or a YouTube short about Chikorita getting either a Fairy type Mega or Evolution, and lo and behold, I was right. So of course I'm going to give this a high rating because of that. That all aside, I actually am a really big fan of the design. I really like the flower motif and how it goes all the way up its neck. Outside of that, it doesn't really change a lot, which honestly I think is for the better in this case. Like, I don't think you really need to do a ton with Meganium in order to like buff it up a little bit. I feel like they did enough to the design to like switch it up and make it like its own thing while still tying in the grass aspects, the fairy aspects, and like touching on both of those things. So for me, this is my favorite one so far. I'm gonna say 7.58, somewhere around that range. I would say I'm a big fan. As for like abilities, maybe I could see it having triage. Maybe I could see it having like a maybe like a multi-scale sort of thing, but probably not. Maybe like filter could be interesting.
They're gonna give it Leaf Guard.
Please God, no.
Regenerator
would be cool. Yeah, big fan. 7.5 or an 8. What about you?
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite of all the ones so far. I think it's kind of simple. It's super expected, even just down to its new typing. But it's, again, not a bad thing. I think it's done quite well. I was always Team Chikorita, so I definitely feel validated also, which is nice. I doubt I could get this shiny, so probably not going to use it despite wanting to use it. I guess I'll at least use it until I catch a shiny Pokemon. But no, I like it. Looks good. I would say 7 out of 10. It's really good. It's not my favorite, but like it's definitely positive. We're moving in the right direction.
I would agree. Yeah, let's take a look at the stats real quick. So we got base 80 HP, 95 attack, 115 defense, 143 special attack, 115 SPDF, and 80 speed. Pretty solid spread. Good bulk all around. Pretty solid attacking stat. Decent speed. Like, if you run this thing like FizzDef or SPDF, like, with that special attack stat, you're going to be doing a lot back. And 80 speed on a decent wall is not bad. Like, stat-wise, it makes me like it even more, I would say. Like, I'm a fan of the stat spread overall, I think.
No, it'll be really good for an in-game playthrough. Just those stats for sure.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, this is definitely a step in the right direction. We get to finally stop being negative for a little bit, which is nice. Keyword on a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure I know what's up next.
Yeah.
You good to go?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
So we'll be on your team, and
it will be on my team. It will be on both of our teams, at least for the time being.
Yep.
So I'll let you start here.
Do I have to?
Yep.
This is horrid. This is a choice. There has to be some like lore or story associated with this, like, right? I don't know.
I would assume.
It looks like Feraligatr we're talking about.
Yes.
Mega Feraligatr. One of the other starters. So it gets Dragon type. That's a positive.
Cool. Very cool.
Other positive, 160 base physical attack. That's really cool. The negatives are probably everything else. He looks like he's popping out of a toilet. Looks like he's got a toilet lid growing off his back, which is real unfortunate. I know it's a jaw.
Oh, I can't unsee it now. Oh, no.
It looks real bad.
Oh, I can't unsee it.
I don't know what they were thinking. I'd love to know like the lore behind this. Or is this just a Starmie situation where just some lunatic had this idea and they ran with it, and that's why we have 2 Johto starters?
Well, if you scroll down, there's another picture of him where like the little lid is closed, and he looks like a big Totodile, which is kind of cute. But it feels wanting. Like, I don't know. I might be. We might be in the minority in that, but like, it's kind of cute, and it does like do a little bit for me just because in that regard. But like, again, like, I feel like there was a lot more that could have been done for this.
Yeah, I would agree.
What would you give it 1 through 10? Would you say?
I mean, I don't know, like a 3. I don't care.
I'll go 4 just because I think the big Totodile is kind of cute. I'll give it a 4.
I was gonna give it like a 1 or a 2. I think the idea conceptual, like plus one for the idea from a 1, and +1 for getting a cool secondary typing.
Dragon type secondary is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. I agree.
Those stats too, though, are pretty gross.
Yeah, they're
like, just hard to look at. Not like good.
They're not great.
Hard to look at.
Yeah, like the 160 attack is awesome.
That's wonderful.
But like everything else is pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Like 125 defense, pretty good. Like with 85 HP, that'll be bulky enough. 93 SPDF, 78 speed. Like, yeah, you can probably run this thing D-Dance, but I think the typing is really helping it here because like now it's neutral to electric, it's neutral to grass. sucks it's got the fairy weakness and everything, but like honestly, it's not that bad. It's just, it's gonna, even with a Dragonite, it's still not gonna be crazy fast, and I feel like that's gonna hold it back quite a bit. Otherwise, like I think they probably give it Sheer Force. Like it's bread and butter for Feraligatr's moveset. Like I feel like they probably just keep Sheer Force. Yeah, I'm so 4 out of 10 from you. You said 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. I think that's about where Mr. Toilet Seat Head belongs. Good to move on?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, we got some Mega Skarmory action. I know this is your boy, so I'm gonna let you go second on this.
Thank you.
So let's take a look at stats first. So this thing actually loses some defense and drops to 110.
So funny. That's so funny.
But it gets 140 attack, 65 HP stays the same, 40 special attack, 110 defense, 100 Spadef, 110 speed. Steel flying, still the same typing. I like it. I don't love it. I think the gold...
Why his feet so damn big?
The feet are really what tunes me out. The gold and blue color scheme looks so good. If
he had normal size feet, and
it'd probably be a 9 for me.
Or if you put his big feet as like a second set of wings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be sick.
Dude, he'd be legendary. He'd be so sick.
The big feet are just very weird. I sort of get Zapdos vibes a little bit from it. I don't know if maybe that's what they're going for here or not. I still like it. I think it's really solid. The big feet really take me out of it though. Like, I will say, I think this mon's gonna be broken. Because I think Sword Stance, Weak Armor, Skarmory is gonna be disgusting. Because like you SD turn 1, you get hit. You lose your defense, but then you get +2 in the speed. So you're +2 attack, +2 speed, and then you Mega Evolve with 140 attack, 110 speed. GG, it's over. Like this thing's gonna be a demon. Like there will be Skarmory sweeping all over the ladder when this thing gets released on like Showdown or whatever. This mon is gonna be insane. Overall, I like it. I just don't think I like it as much as I would like to like it. Like the feet take me out of it so much. I'm gonna give it a modest 7. I think that I'm being a little bit generous with that, but I do still like it overall. What about you?
Like it, but the feet are kind of whack.
The feet are kind of whack, so whack.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, you clip his toenails, put the clippings as a second set of wings, he'd look insane.
Yeah.
I think too, like original Skarmory is already just so cool.
It's so good,
and I love him so much. So it's kind of hard to live up to him.
Mm-hmm.
I give it like a 6. Like I would definitely consider.
I'm actually a little higher than you.
Yeah, because I'm just already so invested in normal Skarmory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of like he's okay.
Have you seen the shiny for this one?
Yeah, it's kind of like I think he goes back to like the gray.
Oh.
It's kind of like, I don't know if you know shiny Skarmory where it's like that coppery.
Yeah, like that bronzy-ish color.
Yeah, it's kind of like that from what I remember.
Okay.
It's whatever.
Honestly, I'm okay with that. I think that sounds pretty cute.
It's not bad. It looked all right.
All right. I was just curious because of the color change if they did something different.
Yeah, I like it, but I'm not super in love with it.
I think that's fair. Like you said, Skarmory already is very like iconic and design wise looks so good, so trying to find a way to build off of that can be tough, and I feel like they did a decent job with it. But if the feet weren't goddamn massive, this would probably be a 9 for me. But the feet makes it drop 2 points.
The feet really drag it down a bit for me.
Yeah, but I still like it. I would consider using it, but I've got a different flying type that's going to be on my team, unfortunately, so probably get to that eventually. As if we both don't already know who it is. All right. Next on up, we got Mega Froslass. Yeah, this is awesome, by the way. This looks so good. Still keeps the ice ghost typing. I love the design. I think it's so solid. Stat wise, 70 HP, 80 attack, 70 defense, 140 special attack is really good. 100 speed def isn't bad. 120 speed is so nice with 140 special attack. Firing off those ice beams, those shadow balls. Could even go like Will-O-Wisp Hex because now it's a little bit bulkier on the physical side. I am a huge fan. This is an auto on the team. Like, I'll tell you guys straight up, Froslass is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Ghost is my favorite typing of all time. I would be remiss if I did not add this thing to my team on an insta pick. I love this thing. It's a solid 8 for me. I really like it a lot. It is 1000% on my team. When my favorite Pokemon gets a Mega Evolution, hands down it's on the squad. So I will gladly have this on my team. 8 out of 10 for me. What do you feel?
I love her. She's amazing. I was really worried when they had all the leaks, and I'm going through listing all the Pokemon, and I saw Froslass because I'm like, damn, I'm really invested in Froslass, and we got Mega Glalie. I don't like Glalie, and Mega Glalie even worse.
Yep, they somehow made it worse.
This is wonderful. I think she looks great. Definitely an auto include on my team as well. Froslass, again, probably my second favorite ghost of all time. Definitely up there. It's
in my top 3 or top 5.
Yeah, I love her. She's great. Love those stats. Love the design. It's very elegant. Very cool. We will be using definitely the best Mega so far.
Agree.
That we've seen.
Hardcore agree. I could even maybe move up to like an 8.5 on this thing, but I think 8's a pretty solid point for now.
Yeah, I'll go with a 9. I love it. It's wonderful.
Yeah, easily the best one so far. I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 that I might be like, okay, I like this one a little bit more, but this is easily the best one so far in my opinion.
Yeah, she's great.
Glad we're in agreement. Joe and I actually have noticed we did have like similar team compositions, so a little bit of a slight spoiler on some of them, but yeah. Either way, going up, honestly, not a lot to say, just looks awesome.
Oh yeah, no.
But do we feel
it's
the same way?
It's definitely gonna feel awesome with those stats. Man. I was gonna say 140 special, 120 speed. That's gonna feel great.
So next up is Mega Heatran, which is rumored but has not been like data mined or we probably won't talk about this one too much just because it hasn't been fully revealed or shown to us yet, so we'll go ahead and skip it. Same thing goes for Mega Darkrai.
Who cares?
Has been allegedly data mined, but nothing exists for it yet, so we'll skip it. Oh, can we go back to Mega Darkrai? Actually, I take it back.
Okay.
So next up is Mega Emboar, which keeps its firefighting type. Stats wise, 110 HP, 148 attack, 75 defense, 110 special attack, 110 speed def, and 75 speed. I don't really like it that much.
Wait, this isn't just regular Emboar? Like what?
He has a spear now. He looks like a Shogun warrior kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
I'd be
shamantic ritual or something.
Yeah.
It's like a village elder type.
Yeah, honestly, that's a fair shout. That is kind of exactly what it looked like.
Holy, who cares? Speaking about Pokemon, I'm not invested in Emboar. Holy, when I saw Tepig was a starter, I was like, could we have gotten any other fire type, please?
Yep.
Holy.
I would have
sorry,
taken
Donker
money there.
But okay, I don't know if I go that far, maybe. But...
All right, fair enough.
Wow.
So, what are you gonna say? Sorry, Donker Dank.
Yeah, he's gonna love this, and he's super invested, and good for him.
I don't even know if he's gonna love this.
He's gonna love it. It's just Emboar with better stats.
Yeah. All right, maybe he will then. But even then, like the stats, like 75 speed is really gonna hold it back. Like it's awesome. It's got good HP and like decent special bulk and everything, but that physical defense and that speed is really gonna hold it back a lot, I think. Because I don't think this thing gets any way to boost the speed. Like I don't think it gets agility. I don't think it gets
It gets flame charge.
Oh, it does get flame charge. Okay, all right. So maybe it could be decent. I could see this thing running flame charge with like fire stab, fighting stab, earthquake maybe. Or maybe head smash. I don't know, maybe it'll be decent then with flame charge. Especially if it ended up having like something like Technician. Technician would be pretty cool for this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't really feel it. I already don't like Emboar, so I apologize that that's kind of me holding it against it a little bit. But I can't.
I want
to
ask you though.
3.
How do we think? I'll give it a 4, only because it really didn't get worse. Granted, a regular Emboar looks like garbage, but
True.
It didn't get worse. So that's
Tiny
something.
victories.
Like 4.
Tiny
Like,
victories.
it didn't get worse. So there you go. I'll give it like a 4.
All right. Yeah, I'm sick of
I was going to ask you though. So we've seen all 3 of the starters. Who won?
Oh, Chikorita gamers are
And
winning
who lost?
hardcore.
I think the other 2 lost.
I was about to say, I think Chikorita's
They both
hardcore
lost.
won, and then the other 2 are in a competition for last place.
I guess gun to your head. Who do you take?
Between Totodile and
other 2.
Tepig,
Yeah. Dang, they both.
I'm taking Totodile.
so hard.
Just I like the water dragon better than the firefighting.
Yeah, I think I might too. If I had to, yeah.
Plus 160 attack, and a little bit faster too.
Yeah. That's
was it
true.
was it 70 or was it 80 speed? I can't remember.
I think it was like 60 something actually.
Oh,
I think
never
it's
mind. I take
slower.
it back.
I think it's like
Totodile, though.
10 less points of speed for like 15 more points of attack and infinitely better typing.
Yeah, the better typing especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably go Chikorita, Totodile, Tepig in that order, which was the order I would have said if you asked me on day 1 when the starters got revealed.
Yeah.
So nothing's changed for me. But has something changed for Mega Excadrill? What do you think, Joe?
This looks like crap.
It looks like a pencil sharpener. Like, am I wrong?
I like Excadrill. What is this?
I
man?
love Excadrill.
What is this? What do they do to him? Looks so dumb, bro.
I want to like this so much.
They
so
make it really
much.
hard, man. Be
I
honest.
know.
I like those stats. Damn.
Oh, I love those stats. 110 HP, 165 attack, 100 defense, 65 special attack, 65 spadef, 103 speed, 165
nice stats.
stab, earthquake. Imagine if this thing keeps sand rush, or imagine if this thing gets sand. If this keeps sand force, like sand force with this guy with that extra boost in speed, Mon's gonna be a demon.
He looks like crap though.
I want to like it so bad, but this has a chance to be on my team. I'll say that much. A chance.
Oh, no
and
way,
it is
brother.
a very slim chance.
Bro, I'd rather use like Go-Go. Like what? This thing looks so bad.
Speaking of mods that should have gotten the Mega Go-Goat.
True.
I don't know, man. I want to like this guy. I really do, but I just can't unsee. Like, I'm walking up to the front of the teacher's desk with my little number 2 pencil. Like, here you go, buddy. Sharpen her up. Like, I'm mid SAT right now, being like, come on, buddy. I need you to get this nice and pointy. Like, I want to like it so badly, but it's a 5. It's a 5 out of 10 for me because I love Excadrill. I really do. And I think I'm being very generous when I give it a 5. What about you?
It's like a 2. This sucks.
Wow.
This looks so bad. Every angle I look at it, I'm scrolling the model around. Like, it looks so dumb.
All the fan renders
hate
look
it, bro.
so much better.
I know.
Like, I was so hyped myself. I was like, oh, that's perfect. It doesn't change a lot. That's awesome. Why did they turn him into a pencil sharpener?
Disappointing.
Yep. So 5 from me, 2 from you, you said?
Yeah, I really don't like it.
Damn, dude. I
guess
want to so
one.
badly.
I guess it gets 1 point for those stats, because damn.
Yeah. When you're right, you're right.
Damn.
My poor guy. What about Mega Scrafty?
What about Mega Scrafty?
What do you think about him?
I don't hate it. I think it looks fine. I've never been a Scrafty guy.
Neither
but I think
have
it's
I.
cute that it's a hoodie now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The shiny's pretty cool. It gets a different color
Hoodie.
Mohawk hoodie. The
Oh,
shiny looks
really?
cool.
So it's not just
Shiny looks
ugly,
really-
sickly green anymore?
I don't remember. I
Oh.
just remember seeing the shiny and I thought it was cute that it changed its hair and the hoodie.
Okay.
Stats are weird to say the least.
They are weird.
It's just like the normal Scrafty stats, and they gave it like a couple points and everything.
Yeah, so it's 65 HP, 130 attack, 135 defense, 55 special attack, 135 SPDF, and 68 speed. Honestly, stat spread's pretty good, especially if you start out with Intimidate, because you're also going to be getting the attack drop on the opponent, with helping out your 135 defense when you Mega. I don't know if it would keep Intimidate upon Mega Evolution or not. If anything, I could see it maybe keeping Moxie when it Mega Evolves.
Yeah.
But the 135 on both defenses is pretty good. The 65 HP is what really holds Scrafty back IMO though, and the 68 speed, of course. Yeah, like it sucks that you want to be kind of bulky, but you don't have the HP to back it up. That's never a good thing for a Pokemon. But I'm kind of in a similar camp with you overall. I kind of like it. I think it's solid. I like the color change. I like that it's a hoodie. Yeah, overall I feel more positively about it, I would say.
I agree.
I would go, I'd say a nice and solid 6 on this guy. I think it's pretty good.
I was thinking a 6 myself. I low-key could see myself using this as like the last team member if I was going to do all Megas only, because the typing too. This is one I'm considering, but there's another fighting type I want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So far I'm sticking with just Starmie and Meganium.
Yeah, Mega Sock. Mega Sock. That's the one you're thinking of, right? Mega Sock.
Yeah, of course, Mega Sock.
Yeah, Mega Sock. He's up next, right?
Yeah, he's the next one. Oh, wait, what's this guy doing here? I mean, dude, like, come on. Best one so far.
Yeah,
dare I say best one total.
I don't know about total, but he's really cool.
He's top 3 in my opinion. There's maybe 1 or 2 that I'm like, I can see this being a boost, but this guy's easy top 3 IMO. It looks so good. Everything about this looks peak. The little armor he gets with like the gray color to like kind of negate the bright colors he already had, putting like the blue and like the shiny up into the horns and everything, the purple striped accents. Oh, it's so good.
Armor, yeah, it's like a callback to Whirlipede. It's really cool.
It's so cool. Yeah, it's literally got a bunch of Whirlipedes around its neck. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet.
Stat wise too, pretty good. The speed.
I can't look at the speed stat. Oh
my
God.
I was about to say, but it does get speed. It'll probably get speed boost, just not in ZA.
Yeah.
So we got 68 HP, 140 attack, 149 defense, 75 special attack, 99 speed def, 62 speed. The 62 speed again does blow and will hold it back a lot. 140 attack, really good. 149 defense is really nice. Just sucks that it's on a bug poison type. I really like this guy though. I might say something stupid, but I'm gonna give it. Is this a 10? Is this a 10 from me? I think it is. This is a 10 from me. I think this is the best Mega so far.
Do the applause and the confetti. Out of 10.
If Future Kai can remember to edit in post, he will. I think this is a 10 for me. I really do. I think this is exactly what a Mega Evolution should be for a Pokemon. And it's on a Pokemon that makes sense to get a Mega, in my opinion, too. What do you think?
I'm leaning like a 9. I like it a lot. It's definitely up there. He's super cool. Like the callbacks to Whirlipede with the armor and it being a bit bulkier. Kind of just looks really solid, really nice, and unlike Mega Dragonite, where they try to call back to the previous Evos and kind of flopped, this works really well. It looks really cool. Because they actively like leaned into it more. They didn't just were like, oh, we're gonna kind of tease you, being like, oh, this is a reference to the pre-evolution. Like, no, they went, hey, yeah, this is literally like pre-evolution inspired completely. And I feel like when they lean into it, it usually ends up becoming a positive. And in this case, it's a big positive in my mind. I love this thing. Instant on the team. This is 1000% on the team. Oh yeah, I'm using this too, for sure.
So then, so far we've got on my team, I've got Meganium, or I guess just Meganium, Scolipede, Froslass, and Starmie for me. And then
Yeah,
what are the ones you got so far?
I'll say my team is your team, but you swap Starmie for Scrafty, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So pretty consistent across the board for us. Yeah, this guy's peak. Love him.
Yeah, he's great.
Moving on to the next one.
But this guy's better. Oh, never mind.
No, he's not. Mega Eelektross. So one thing with this guy is since there's no abilities in this,
I was going to say that's really funny.
Gonna work?
I was going to say it's going to be really funny that his whole gimmick was no weaknesses, and then he's going to get rolled by every ground move in the game.
I'm surprised they didn't make him electric flying.
Oh yeah, just to offset that, yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like that would have made sense, but no, they just were like pure electric. I don't know, I feel like this guy could have really benefited from a secondary typing, whether that be like flying, whether that be, I don't know, dark, maybe fighting. But I really feel like he needed something there, and I don't know if taking away his one gimmick is what I would call something.
Yeah.
Stat wise, looking at 85 HP, 145 attack, 80 defense, 135 special attack, 90 spadef, 80 speed. A little bit faster than I think some of the other mixed attackers we've seen before, which is nice. And it actually does have a high attack stat to kind of back things up a little bit. So volt switching around with this guy could be helpful, and then you have your high physical attack stat to work with too, so you can keep up your momentum with some decent power behind it, and then also hit hard on the physical side. I think this is maybe a mega that could be mixed that could work a little bit better because of volt switch being a momentum move. Still gonna be mixed, which, as I said, I'm not a huge fan of. And speaking of things I'm not a huge fan of, I think he's alright. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I kind of already feel very little for Eelektross. I like it better than the original design. I'll say that much. It's looked like it's carrying like a couple of batteries, and I feel like that's also a callback to Dynamo in that regard, because the fins kind of look like Dynamo. Then the positive and negative charges on them are kind of cool. I'd go 5. I'd go 5 out of 10 on this guy. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, if you told me this was just what regular Eelektross looked like because he's so irrelevant, I would believe you.
I'll just spit out my water.
Sorry. Yeah, I feel nothing. I don't care. I would say like a 4 or 5. Definitely very middle of the road. It's just so whatever.
Yeah, this will
it's
unfortunately
not,
not be on my team. Yeah, it's one of those, like, it's not bad. It's inoffensive, but not good. It's just very like, oh, that exists. It exists is the way I see it. Like, it's cool it's getting a mega. I feel like it's a mon that could benefit from a mega, but do I care? Do I like it? I don't know. Will not be on my team, I'm afraid. Though an electric type would be nice, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong with that.
One of the best typings in the game. Speaking of best typings in the game, actually probably not. We've got Mega Chandelure. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, damn, those stats or something.
Yeah, by the way, 175 base special attack. 175? Don't look at that other stuff. Don't look at that other stuff. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad.
Who cares about the other stuff, man?
This thing's gonna be a demon in sticky web, though. Like 90 speed, pretty decent bulk on the defensive and special defensive side with 110. 60 HP kind of sucks, but ghost types are known for that. And then 75 attack. Who cares? 175 special attack. Oh, here, hold this fire blast. Oh, you have a where? Show me your resist. I see none. Your resist is flash fire.
I don't know numbers could get that high. 175.
Dude, it's ridiculous. What's crazy is that's not even the highest stat we're gonna see. We're gonna see higher later, which is ridiculous to think about. How do you feel about the design though?
It's fine. Just Chandelure, no?
Yeah.
Chandelure with more candles?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's okay. I don't know what I would have expected, to be fair, from Mega Chandelure.
This is exactly what I would have expected. 100%.
Yeah. Just more of a Chandelure.
Yeah. Honestly, like I kind of feel the same about it. I think I like it a little bit more than you do probably, but I'm also showing my ghost typing bias, I would say, as well. This is a candidate to be on the team. It just depends on if I want to repeat the ghost typing or not, with Froslass or not. But I actually really like it. I don't love it or anything, but I like that it's like more of a what's the word, like more of a like antique kind of chandelier, or like very like posh, so to speak. I really like it. And then the flame gets a lot bigger. It gets like almost like a little like crown kind of sort of thing. The extra candles look nice, and I feel like I like that it's a little bit darker flames than the other ones. That's pretty cool. Keeps the same typing. Yeah, that 175 special attack is just awesome, by the way. Overall, I'm gonna go 7. I think I like it a decent amount.
Yeah, I would agree. That's like a 7. It's pretty solid. I was considering also using it if I was gonna do all megas, but Froslass has to be on the team. Like you said, repeating the ghost.
I like Froslass more than I like this guy, so Froslass is definitely there.
Same. Yeah, for sure.
If Froslass didn't get a mega, this would be on the team 100%.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
But do you agree on this guy?
This guy.
Mega Chesnaught.
Wow.
I guess I'll take this one first. I honestly don't think it's that bad. I really don't. And I do not like Chesnaught at all.
I don't either.
But I actually think that they did a good job on this. I honestly, I would venture to say, depending on the day you ask me, I might like this more than Mega Greninja. Overall, stats wise, 88 HP, 137 attack, which is pretty good, but 172 defense is insane. 74 special attack, 115 spadef, 44 speed. Again, sucks how slow he is. Could be really good under Trick Room, which could be very nice to see. But that 172 defense, and even then, like the solid attack stat to back it up, so it's not too passive, is pretty nice. Along with the pretty sizable special bulk with 115 spadef and 88 HP backing it up. It's, dare I say, really good.
Like being pretty good for sure.
I could the amount of it's a grass type. It's gonna have a ton of weaknesses. It's pretty solid. Like I actually like this thing quite a bit, and design wise I think it looks good. I like the additional like shoulder plates it gets, the cape, like the it reminds me of Dimitri's cape from Three Houses, like the one with like the ragged like holes and stuff. Yeah, I'm a fan. Like, and I don't like Chesnaught at all, but I think this is a 7. I think it's good.
No, I agree. I was gonna give it like an 8. I think it's really nice. It made me actually not want to crap on this Pokemon for like for a long time.
Still the worst middle Evo of all time, though.
Oh yeah, but let's talk about the middle Evo.
Yeah.
But no, I think they did a great job. They made me remember this Pokemon because, dare I say, I think Chesnaught may be the most forgettable grass Final Evo starter.
I would say that, or up until now, Meganium.
I think Meganium's just so iconic because it was so bad. You know,
I feel like a lot of people also might throw Superior out there, but the competitive player in me is like, no, that's not true.
Yeah, no. I think Chesnaught was for sure the most forgettable Final Evo for all the grass starters. He looks great. He looks very regal, very royal.
They did a really good job. They made me feel something for Chesnaught, which I never thought they could do.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I will say, I don't know if you scroll down, if you're on the website, like that fan render with the orange is crazy.
Oh, that looks so good.
It looks kind of Digimon-esque now.
It literally does. It looks like it gives me I was gonna say it gives me like Ikakumon vibes a little bit too, like with the beard, or like what's the evolution where he gets the hammer?
I think that's
is it Zudomon?
Zudomon, yeah. I don't know, but I think the Vicomon or whatever his name is, like the Viking with the beard like that and armor and stuff. That's what it reminds me of.
Future Kai, put Vicomon on screen, please. Thank you.
I think Vicomon is Zudomon's Evo, actually.
Oh, perfect. See, it's all up there somewhere. The Digimon knowledge is there.
I admittedly don't know too much about Digimon, but anyway,
which says a lot.
He looks great. No. He looks great. Big fan. Glad he is relevant again. Good for him.
Yeah,
it'll be relevant, I guess, for the first time ever.
I'm happy for the Chesnaught fans. I really am.
Yeah,
because this is very good. But
it's very good.
I'm just gonna say it now because I know what's next. It is not as good as Mega Delphox. I'm just gonna say right now, 10 out of 10. I don't even care. I don't even want to talk about it. 10 out of 10. It's the best Mega. Hands down.
That's crazy.
It's
so cool.
This is Scolipede's like top 2, top 3. This is the best one. This looks so good. Like,
yeah, I didn't put Scolipede as my best one because I think this is the best one. This one's insane.
If the Mega Evolutions weren't for this thing wasn't coming out until November, this would be on my team 1000%. Easily.
Yes, it's awesome.
This is my favorite Mega that they've put into this game. Keeps the fire psychic typing. The freaking brooms with the fire flying around it while it stands on the broomstick. It's peak. It's so good. And then you're like, wow, it's really solid. I wonder how it can get any better. And you see the stats. We don't need to worry about those first. Don't need to worry about those first 3. HP, who cares? 75 is not awful. Who cares? It's not going to be a physical attacker. Who cares about 72 defense? 159 special attack, 125 spadaf, 134 speed. Where is your switch in Icy None? I'm clicking Fire Blast. Okay, you live it. I'm clicking Psy Shock next turn. Goodbye. Send in your next victim, please. This mon's a demon. It's a literal demon. Also, the fan render with the witch's hat at the bottom looks so good, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This is
wonderful.
Literally peak. I love like the extra purple it gets, like a little bit.
The purple black.
The purple black looks
a dark tone
so
really does
good.
A lot. It looks great.
Isn't that how the shiny looks too? Like, doesn't it get like that purpley color?
I think it's like a different shade, but yeah.
Oh, okay, like kind of similar, I think.
Yeah.
But the fade from the red to the purpley black, and then same thing in the head, like with the fade to the red to the dark brown to the black. 10 out of 10, best Mega. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a 10. It's wonderful. I wish this could be my starter.
Me too. I would be like, you know the meme of like Andy from Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah,
that's me if Fennekin was a starter option for Chikorita.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can't get over how good this thing is.
Swaggin'. Yeah, sick.
Like, I don't even know if I have anything else to add. If
yeah, no, it's awesome. The stats are great. The typing's super cool. I mean, Delphox was always my favorite of the 3.
It wasn't at first, but it eventually became it.
But then again, I wasn't super in love with any of them. Just kind of picked it and had it. It was fine. You know, like gun to your head, it was your favorite. But this is really great. Super cool. Like, what a glow up, you know?
I think I saw like during the live stream in the Nintendo Direct when like these got revealed. I'm pretty sure one of the comments I saw in the chat was they actually made me like Delphox. They made me care about Delphox, and I was like, you know what? Valid, because like this is the best Mega Evolution in the game in my opinion.
Yeah, it's so cool.
But is it as cool as Mega Greninja?
Oh, it's way cooler, dude. What?
Yeah, it 100% is. Yeah. I think it is, at least.
They just flip Greninja upside down.
The Greninja fanboys are going to be out in full force, though. I think it's the worst of the 3. I'll just say it off. I still think it's good. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I still think it's solid, I think it's like it's nice. But
I like it, yeah.
It's not as good as Mega Chesnaught, and it sure as hell ain't as good as Mega Delphox.
Oh, no, I agree.
Stat-wise, I mean, it's Greninja, but a little bit better. 72 HP, 125 attack, so again, it could be possibly mixed with that 135 special or 133 special attack as well. 77 defense, who cares? It's Greninja, it's not surviving anything. 81 spadaf, 142 speed is really nice. Outspeed like a lot of common threats. What sucks is it does outspeed Mega Delphox. And it is the Mega Delphox counter, it seems, which kind of blows. But design-wise, they did just kind of put him into Photoshop and then like hit the rotate 180 degrees button. But in addition, they had him standing on the shuriken, which does add a cool factor for me, in my opinion. And I do like that it gets like darker, like it becomes black and blue instead of just like a blue color all throughout, which is pretty neat. But 6, I think 6 is a fair statement for that. I don't love it.
Yeah, like a 6-7. I agree.
Yeah.
Just more of the same. This is the most more of the same, I think.
And sometimes that's a good thing, and I feel like they really could have. I wish they would have done more with the tongue, honestly. Like, I feel like they could have done more with the tongue.
I like the fan one underneath with the white, like kind of more of its original coloring on its face instead of just the stark like frosty
the
blue.
light blue. Yeah,
I like that more.
I think I'm inclined to agree, actually. I don't know. I don't think it's bad though. I think it's solid overall.
Yeah.
Solid 6, solid 7 from you. 6, 7. Hey. Yeah. I'm gonna go jump off a building anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry, Greninja fans. You had to lose eventually. That's all I'll say. But speaking of losing,
12 years of winning, but it'll be okay.
But speaking of losing, though, what are we doing?
Don't worry. We have 800 of these shiny in Scarlet and Violet. We can trade them all over to this game now.
What are we doing? Let's talk about the
positives. Speaking of that, I'll say, can we rant about the Pokemon Home thing real quick? That was crazy. Did you see that, what I sent?
No. Oh, yeah. Wait.
Like how Home, it's not going to be updated till like February for this game.
So stupid.
Despite it coming out in like 3 days or whatever, and you can't trade any of the Pokemon you trade into this game back, or any of the Pokemon in this game to like Scarlet and Violet, and it's really dumb.
So stupid. Game Freak. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And speaking of 2 steps back,
this thing's stats are insane. I can't get over how bad they are.
Is this a Mega Evolution?
This should have been a final Evo.
Could have fooled me. 86 HP, 88 attack, 92 defense, 129 special attack, 86 SPDEF, 126 speed. Why would you ever use this?
Dude, this Pokemon can never win, I swear. Like, it should have been Lysander's ace and had a Mega 100 years ago. It wasn't. It's horrible stats and evolves super late.
Yep.
It's a dumb, like, form Pokemon also.
Awful abilities.
Crap shiny. Awful. Yeah, it's just... I don't even like this thing, but I do feel bad for it.
I do like this thing, but I don't like this thing.
And it's like, oh, the lion Pokemon. Wow. And it's a fire. It's like, it's always just been so lame when it really shouldn't have been.
Yeah, when I first saw Litleo, I was like, oh, it's a lion cub. That's so sick. It's fire normal. That's a like new type combo. That's kind of neat. And then it evolved, and I was like, wow, I actually kind of like this guy. And then I used it, and I was like, why is it bad? Like, surely it evolves again. Spoiler alert, it didn't until technically now, I guess, in which case it did evolve again, just not well, unfortunately. Yeah, this is my least favorite, personally. This is a 2 from me. I do not like it.
Well, to be fair, I think I give it like a 3, only because this was a Pokemon that I would argue really did need a Mega.
I agree, and that's what gives it a 2.
Really bad. They fumbled it really bad, but did they really fumble it? I mean, it's Pyroar. The Pokemon was fumbled day 1.
This is coming from someone. True. This is coming from someone who does like Pyroar too. Like, and I get like. So from what I saw, apparently this is another form of kanji for the word fire, like how
like Fire Blast, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's what Pyroar's mane looks like the male form. And I guess this is the other way to write fire. But like,
I wonder if the female's gonna look like this too.
What if the female's just like doesn't get a Mega? It's like Mega Pyroar, Mega male Pyroarite.
Okay, low key, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like that. Deserved for all the Salazzle and all those other like Vespiquen Pokemon. This is like the male funny representative. That'd be kind of funny.
Like, gender
what
equality.
Do you get? What do you get? Yeah, what do you get? The worst Mega of all time.
Yeah,
actually, I think this is the worst Mega of all time.
Represent for the patriarchy, right, fellas?
Yeah, but this has to be the worst Mega of all time. No, just stats alone.
Easily.
This
is giving Mega Lily a run for its money.
Like stapling normal into fire just hinders it.
This might drop to a 1 for me. The more we talk about it, it's so there is nothing I can think of to justify it.
The animations look kind of funny when it whips it has like a big long stupid pointy hair.
All right,
like
to
flips it around
All
when
right,
Mega Evolves.
All right, it's back to it too.
I did see that video on Twitter.
But it's still just so bad.
Watch this be my first shiny. Oh my goodness.
This is my first shiny. I'm releasing it.
To go with the 85 other ones I have in Scarlet and Violet.
I will release it. I do not care. Yeah, this is my least favorite. And probably the worst one too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Honestly,
just never win.
Take away 40 from the attack stat, put 20 in special attack, put 20 in speed. All right, we're talking now. This is a Pokemon. As of now, like, I could use Magmortar and I'd probably have better results than using this thing.
I joke, it's like you even do that. It's like you put the 20 in special attack, 20 in speed. It's like, wow, you still have a bad Mega.
Yep. It's like, let's go back to Mega Delphox real quick. Still wouldn't have as high special attack as Mega Delphox, and it would be approximately 12 points faster than it. But it would also be missing 25 base special attack.
Yeah.
Like, and have way worse SPDF and defenses.
And typing.
And typing. Like, dude, Pyroar
And aesthetic.
and aesthetic. Pyroar just stays losing, man. I honestly feel bad because I do like Pyroar, but it's a 2, man. It's a freaking 2. It's bad.
Rest in piss.
Yep. I would tell him to rest in power, but I don't care enough to do so. Maybe I do care about Mega Eternal Floette, though.
I do not care at all.
I don't care either. I'm so
Bro,
glad you agree.
they shafted Florius.
I think it's kind of cool to a certain degree because I do like that they're finally doing something with this stupid idiot after 4 goddamn generations of it being in the files of every single one of those games and just never appearing. About goddamn time they're doing something with it. I think it's cool that they're like, oh, here's a Mega Evolution, little bud. That's kind of fun. And it does look, I do kind of like the design overall. I just don't know if I care a lot. And that's where I'm remiss to really delve it too much into it. But like 74 attack, 74 HP, 85 attack, 87 defense, 155 special attack is disgusting. 148 SPDF and 102 speed. I think it's gonna be good. Like fairy types are always gonna be good. It like, bruh, Pyroar wishes. So why is this thing better than Pyroar?
It's so funny.
The only stats that this has better than Pyroar, or that Pyroar has better than this, are defense, attack by 3, and HP.
Oh my.
This has higher special attack, higher SPDF, and higher speed, and only 3 less attack. Like this is 651 total attack, or total base stats. Pyroar 607. This has almost 50 higher BST.
Damn.
I do kind of like that the little thing that wraps around kind of looks like an umbilical cord. That's kind of neat.
Oh, that's scary.
I kind of like it. I like it, that aspect of it. And I like the colors too. The black with the light blue trim looks good. The red like veiny cord is kind of neat. I think the more I look at it, like I may not care about this Pokemon overall. I'm just happy they're doing something with it. But the more I look at it, the more I kind of like it. I think it's decent. I would say like a 6 for me.
1 out of 10. I wanted Florges.
One?
I want Florges, bro. I don't want this.
I mean, I do too, but like 1 out of 10?
I don't care about this stupid dumb idiot. He already had his own game.
He didn't do anything in that game.
Whatever. I don't care.
We couldn't even get it in that game.
I don't care.
Bro, like, honestly, I as much as I disagree with you, I can kind of understand your rationale. I still like it. I'd say a 6 for me, but I'm not gonna go to bat for it that hard, and I think your rationale honestly does kind of make sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll have to see. I think this thing will be really good though, like stats wise. I think it'll be like disgustingly good. But you know what it's not going to be as disgustingly good as?
Oh, dude, this thing. Oh, my.
Oh, it's not what I thought it was. Mega Malamar. Mega Malamari.
Can I read the Mega Malamar synopsis?
I would be insulted if you didn't.
Thanks, man. Mega Malamar has finally been confirmed by Ball Guy, who dropped a hint with an image of Malamar holding Ozempic. For those unfamiliar, Ozempic is a medication commonly used for weight loss. This clue strongly suggests that Mega Malamar might have a slimmer and more streamlined appearance compared to its usual form. That's just what I wanted to read.
Okay, very nice.
I thought that was really funny.
It is really good. Design wise, I really like it. I think it looks really cool. I'm quite a fan.
Yeah.
This would be
like
considered
regular
for the
Malamar
team.
more.
I do not.
Really?
This would be considered
Malamar
for the team.
more.
I actually like the hypnotic like colors going on. The Megamind head's kind of yikes, but it's kind of one of those like so bad it's good for me sort of designs. And then I like it gets like almost like a villainous like high collar trench coat, which I think is pretty cool. Then like I said, I like the colors across the main body as well as in the little tentacles. Yeah, I'm a fan. I think he's pretty dope. He looks very sinister, which I like. Don't look at the stats; they're disgustingly awful.
Are those worse than Pyroars?
Time will tell.
Right?
Time will tell. It's pretty bad.
Really bad.
I'm assuming it'll probably keep contrary.
Oh, I feel like it has to with these stats.
Yeah. 86 HP, 102 attack, 88 defense, 98 special attack, 120 SPDF, and 88 speed.
These are horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
My
that's
goodness.
That's kind of yikes, Malamar.
Kids, don't use this thing. Oh my goodness.
Just watch Kai use it instead, because honestly, he might. I'm not even joking. I am considering using this. There's 5 that are locked in, and then the 6 is kind of like in limbo at the moment. Yeah, I want to like I like this guy. I want him to be better, because this is not it, Chief. Design wise, I would give him a 7. Stats wise, we're looking at about a 3. So I think I'll be on the slight positive scale. I'm gonna stay towards like a 6 or a 7.
I like regular Malamar more. I think I don't hate the design. This is definitely a Pokemon that, again, like Pyroar, I think warrants a Mega. Kind of an underwhelming Pokemon from the base game that introduced Megas. Surprised it didn't have a Mega all those years ago, admittedly. But anyway, I think the design's like a 5 out of 10. It's fine. It's middle of the road. I don't really care. The trailer and stuff they did for it, the marketing,
it was really good.
Cute.
I thought it was really cool.
Being sinister and it controls stuff from the shadows, you know.
My friend,
the stats are actually like -3 out of 10.
The stats might be worse than Pyroar.
I think they are worse. They're horrible.
Yeah, that's not a good
look. Do to you? That typing, I'd argue, is probably worse than Pyroar's also. Jeez, it's horrible.
It's pretty bad.
I don't want to talk about this guy no more.
Only one weakness though.
Dude, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not great. So that's a 7 from me, and you said a 5.
Yeah, it's a 5.
All right. What do we think about Mega Barbaracle? I'll let you start off on this guy.
Rock fighting is a type combination.
It certainly is a type combination.
What else is rock fighting?
I
think of anything.
There's got to be something, surely.
I can't think of anything though.
Yeah, neither can I. Rock fighting. There has to be a rock fighting type.
There has to be. There has to be.
Terrakion.
Right?
Terrakion.
That's not a real Pokemon.
Yes, it is. I think that is the only one though.
Alright. Well, I don't feel bad. It's a legendary.
Alright. What do you think about Mega Barbaracle?
I would never guess Terrakion in my life.
That's why
I'm gonna be real with you. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought Terrakion was ground fighting.
Nope.
If you would have asked me, I would have thought it was ground fighting.
I think that's a fair statement to make, to be honest with you, though.
Never used it. I caught it once when I played vanilla black and white 100 years ago. That's it. I haven't thought about it since.
But do you think about Barbaracle?
I've never thought about this Pokemon ever in my life. I thought about Binacle one time when I got it surprise traded it to me in Sword and Shields, I'm pretty sure. And it had the most
evil offensive name I've ever seen in a Pokemon. I was super surprised you could get a Pokemon with that nickname through Wonder Trade.
I want to ask you, but I doubt you're able to say it.
I can't say it. But anyway, I think the typing's really interesting. Aesthetically, it kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, I could see it being leaning into the fighting type aesthetic. It's like some karate master with a lot of hands. Reminds me of that Yu-Gi-Oh card, like Senju with 1,000 hands or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Kind of cool. The stats, if you swap special defense and speed, I'd like it. I've never liked this Pokemon though. I don't think this will sway my opinion on it. I think it is a Pokemon that arguably did deserve a Mega.
I would agree.
And I kind of like that they flip-flop the typing around. That's kind of interesting. I feel like water fighting would have been way better.
That's what I was going to bring up, so I'm glad you said that.
But I don't know. It's like a 6. Doesn't look worse than regular Barbaracle. It looks a little better, maybe, if anything. Granted, it's harder to look worse than that piece of crap. Am I right?
I would give regular Barbaracle like a 2 or a 3. So for me, a 6. Like you're pretty positive on this guy.
Yeah, I think after the last two too, like the stat total makes more sense, you know. So does the stat distribution. I think it's just completely fine. I'm not going to use it. Not ever going to think about it ever again after this game. But yeah, it's a thing that exists, and it's definitely I'm more inclined to have the crappy Gen 6 Pokemon all get Megas before another million Megas to Kanto. Yeah, go ahead. Take the floor.
So let's look at the stats too. Like you said, 72 HP, 140 attack, 130 defense, 64 special attack, 106 SPDF, 88 speed. So what's good with this guy though, I know you brought up the speed and I do agree with you. This guy does get Shell Smash. So he can double his attack, his special attack, and his speed. So it'll be a lot faster. And with 140 special attack plus with possible Tough Claws, that's a mon I don't really want to switch into. I do agree. I wish they would have kept it water fighting instead of rock fighting. That kind of blows. But outside of that, like the stats are really good. I hope it keeps Tough Claws. I actually really like this. It gives me like kind of like demon eldritch horror kind of vibes. This made me care and think about Barbaracle, which throwback to when you, me, and Mike tried to name all 1025 Pokemon. I can promise you, and this is just from memory, the last Gen 6 Pokemon that got named was Binacle and Barbaracle. However, I think this is really solid. I think if it was water fighting, I'd like it a little bit more, but this is still an 8 from me. I really like it. If this stayed water rock, it'd be an instant on the team. If this was water fighting, it'd be an instant on the team. But there's another fighting type that I'm saving my fighting slot for, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I can't say he's on the team, but this is one I will actually bat for. I think this is an 8 from me. I really like it a lot.
Damn, you heard it here first, folks.
Dude, this made me care about Barbaracle. Like you did it, Game Freak. You did it.
You did it.
So that's an 8 from me and a 6 from you said?
Yeah.
Look at us. We're talking positively about Barbaracle. Never thought I'd see the day.
Yep.
Speaking of things I never thought I'd see the day for, Mega Dragalge.
You know what's crazy is surely Mega Clauncher is up next, right?
Oh, too soon. I'm a Dragalge enjoyer personally.
I was gonna say too, actually. Wait, I think Clauncher is before it in the Pokedex, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that could be wrong, but go ahead.
I'm a Dragalge enjoyer personally.
Yeah,
like,
I've always
I really
liked
like
it.
this guy.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so. Stats wise, some good, some bad. 65 HP, 85 attack, 105 defense, 132 special attack, 163 SPDF, and 44 speed.
I think the stats are not horrible.
I agree.
Trick Room it.
Yeah, if you're gonna Trick Room it, especially if it keeps adaptability, I think that's perfect. 132 special attack with adaptability is disgusting, and then you can also eat hits back thanks to that 163 SPDF. which is very, very nice. Poison Dragon is a really cool typing. One of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Naganadel, has that typing, so of course I'm a bat for it. I really like the design overall. I think that it gets like it almost looks like it gets like wings to a degree with the way the things on its head kind of spread out, which is pretty cool looking. And then it has like the little kelp antenna or things on its head, which I think are kind of funny. I'm a fan. I will bat for this guy. This is an 8 from me. I really like it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I really like it. I was actually thinking an 8 myself, and definitely probably gonna use this little character.
This is cool. One I'm also considering.
It's pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah, I agree. Because right now I've got...
They did a good job.
They did. I'm trying to think of my typings again. So I've got Grass Fairy, Ice Ghost, Water Psychic. What was the other guy I said? Who am I missing? I don't know. This is I might use this.
Like a Dragonite, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And make a Pyroar.
Yeah, definitely. I might use this. This guy's cool. I'm a fan.
It's pretty cool. I think I will be.
This is a candidate for teammate number 6, 100%. But this guy is already on the team, 100%. I know I've been teasing it. Dude, this thing is awesome. Like this is my fighting type. This is my fighting type that's gonna be on my team. Mega Hawlucha looks so freaking good. 78 HP, 137 attack, 100 defense, 74 special attack, 93 speed def, 118 speed, 137 special physical attack is not it's really good. It's not amazing. But with that 118 speed, especially if it keeps unburdened, well, it wouldn't be able to keep unburdened because of the Mega Stone. But getting that extra little bit of bulk is very, very nice for Hawlucha. This is one where maybe I could see it not being as good as the original because Hawlucha as a setup sweeper with Unburden is just so disgusting already. But I think it'll still have a niche and everything as well. That being said, I think this is a top tier Mega Evolution design. This is my other 10. 1000%. I love the way this thing looks. I love the luchador mask, kind of like getting more accents to it, looking like a full-on wrestler. The wings spreading out more as well. It kind of gets like a golden black cape. It's oh god, it's so good. Easy 10 from me. What do you think?
Yeah, this is my other 10. He's stolen my heart. I love the promo video. I've always really loved Hawlucha.
With the Machamp?
Yeah, I love the shiny. Apparently the shiny keeps the shiny colors, and you just have that cool ass gold mask, and it goes with the rest of your kind of darker themed colors, which I'm super hyped for.
Same.
I think it's really funny. Everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna name it like Nacho after like Nacho Libre, and I'm like, you uncultured fools.
I've been doing that
in
since
the
X and
movie.
Y.
Well, say no. In the movies, I'm pretty sure like the villain, the antagonist, isn't his name like Ramses, and he has the gold mask. So I'm like, bro, just call him like,
yeah.
I want to call mine like Ramses, I think, or something.
I like that.
I might call it something stupid like Lamau Pile Driver 25 or something. I don't even know. Yeah.
I'm gonna probably call mine like Rey Mysterio. I think that's what I named mine
From
before.
the top
Mysterio.
rope.
Who's that jumping out the sky? R-E-Y Mysterio. Here we go. No, this is
I will
awesome.
say I also do like the fan concept like mock-up. It's kind of like a totem bird type thing. Almost. I like that also.
I agree.
No, he's great. He has stolen my heart. He's been on the team since day one.
Same. This is an instant on the team. As soon as
we
it got
will be
revealed,
rushing
I was like,
a shiny one immediately.
Me too, man. I'm right there with you.
So
this
cool.
guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's great. He's wonderful.
Next up, we've got this freaking unfathomably stupid thing that exists.
I hate Zygarde.
It's not even Mega Zygarde. It's Mega Complete Zygarde. Like this.
Screw this guy in the Dynamax Raid Adventures, man. This guy's
like
evil.
True. Like look, like they took not even just regular Zygarde, but Zygarde's already really good form that it gets with it power constructs, and then gave that a Mega. Look at these stats, by the way. 216 HP, 70 attack, 91 defense, 216 special attack.
Oh my.
What?
That's a lot.
Imagine
Watch this
hit...
be like Mega Rayquaza 2 where you don't need the Mega Stone.
Oh, don't say such a thing. Oh, then it can run like choice specs or something.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that.
For story reasons or whatever. You know?
Oh, don't say that. Oh, I hate that so much that you said that, because that's exactly what they're gonna do, and then you're gonna choice specs core enforcer everything.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's not good.
I called it here first, folks.
100 speed isn't amazing, but like this is 778 base. 778. This is stupid. In more ways than one. Dude, like, what are we doing, Game Freak? Like, balancing be damned.
Yeah. For context, the greatest Pokemon of all time, Mega Rayquaza is.
I thought you were gonna say we're mad. I just want you to know. I thought you were gonna say we're mad.
No, Mega Rayquaza is 780, and if you're gonna compare the two, Mega Rayquaza has half the HP. We'll just say, infinitely more physical attack, but 30 some less, basically 40 special attack, and 15 more speed. So they're very, very comparable.
Yep.
And Delta Stream is cracked. I don't know what this thing's ability is going to be.
I don't know if we want to know the answer.
Broken. This could be. So and for context, we're comparing this to the best Pokemon ever made.
With good reason.
Yeah, we're making there's solid grounds for comparison. So keep that in mind.
Yep.
This thing is good. This thing has to be just Omega broken.
This is gonna get quick banned. Like, I don't know what the competitive scene for ZA
unless it has
like.
It's gonna have like slow start and be like,
oh please, I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy if this stupid idiot has slow start. They're gonna give it something stupid broken though, like without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't like it. This did not need to be a thing. Maybe cool story purposes, awesome. Give it to the dog. Give it to the dog version.
Why don't Yveltal and Xerneas have Megas?
Don't say that, because I'm really worried they're gonna get them in Mega Dimensions.
I mean, they don't need them, but I'm surprised they're just, I don't know, not around, not doing nothing.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know that there has been like a data mine for Mega Dimensions, which we're gonna touch on towards the end of the video, but I don't want that. Like, we don't need Mega. We don't need Mega Xerneas Geomancy.
Yeah, no, we don't need that. And I've been doing Dynamax Raid Adventures, and Yveltal's evil, man. Oblivion Wing is
such a stupid move.
He hits me, he gets all his health back, and then he hits me again.
Yep.
What's that? Not fair.
It's so dumb.
Anyway,
speaking of dumb, this is a 2 from me.
Yeah, I'll agree. Let's get out of here.
I don't like this loser, but I like this loser.
I low-key like this guy too, yeah.
I think he's cool. Right. Mega Drampa. You want to start this one off? Because I think this is going to be on your team, you said.
I think it'd be really funny if this was Dark Dragon, like he's evil.
That'd be so cool.
Or even Electric Dragon, because it's all about thunderstorms or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got like the cumulonimbus clouds on it.
The entry's funny. Its cells have been invigorating, allowing it to regain its youth. It manipulates the atmosphere to summon storms. 2 very different sentences there. Thank you for that.
Dan, the more I hear about this guy, the more I like him.
Yeah, I'll go with the stats. HP 78, kind of not great. Physical attack 85, really not great. Physical defense 110, solid. Special attack 160, phenomenal. Special defense 116, quite good. Wish it had some better HP to pair with, and then 36 speed, which, hey, Trick Room.
Yeah.
This was kind of nuts in Trick Room.
This was on my very first Trick Room team I ever built for VGC. I had a Drampa on my team, and it was holding the Dragon Z Crystal with Draco Meteor.
Yeah, but I really like him. I definitely am inclined to want to use him.
This is what I'm thinking about.
Just like a random Pokemon that definitely deserved something that no one would have ever expected or cared for.
Mm-hmm.
And it got it, and they stuck the landing. They did a great job, I think.
I think so too. I think they really.
I give him like an 8. I really like him. I give him like an 8.
I think I'm inclined to agree. I think I'm leaning 8 as well. I like that he's basically found the fountain of youth, and he's living his glory days. That's pretty pretty fun concept. I know he's cool.
For sure.
Like he's awesome. Like I already like Drampa. I've used him in my first ever VGC team, like I said, and he was really fun to use then. So I'm sure the Mega will be really cool to use as well. Design wise, I think I agree. They did a really good job with it. I like the storm cloud accents and everything, and he looks pissed, which is hilarious. Yeah, normal dragon still, which is a cool typing. Yeah, no notes. They did a good job. 8 out of 10 for me. It's a solid design.
Yeah.
I think we're getting near the end. Oh, just kidding. Mega Zeraora. Who the hell cares?
Oh, and I have something to say.
Yes, of course.
This is one of the laziest, most unoriginal, stupid, dumb bastard Pokemon of all time. I don't know why it's not electric fighting.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the next guy still.
I don't know why it exists. I can't stand it. It is such blatant fur bait also. This Pokemon just pisses me off every time I see it. That's all. Thank you.
I'm not a fan either. I just did a Poke Rogue run with this guy the other day though, and he was okay. Yeah, I don't like Zeraora either. I think it's the most forgettable mythical. I think it's the most forgettable mythical easily. Like I know people are like, but Zarude.
I was gonna say Zarude. I think Zeraora is more. I would agree.
I think
it's Zarude. I feel like a lot of people forget about Volcanion.
That was gonna be my next one.
If it didn't have that,
the typing,
fire, water typing, everyone forget about it.
Yep.
He looks stupid as hell too.
Oh, he's so stupid. I hate Volcanion.
Stupid dumb idiot from Gen 6. Classic.
But do you hate our final Mega we're going to be going over today? Mega Falinks.
What is this, man? Like, what is this?
Autobots, roll out. Look at the guy in the middle. He's struggling to hold him up. Look at him. Look at him.
It's like, damn.
I'm just going to say this off the bat. I love it. I think it's awesome. This is such a funny concept for a Mega Evolution.
It's so stupid. It's good.
I know. I actually really like it.
Like,
the guy.
Take notes, Mega Starmie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what.
The little guy holding him up looks good. The one in the middle getting like the little blush like on his eyes, like with the blue extra blue dots. The two on the right being the arms as like a spear and a shield, and then the other two being. It's so good. I actually love it.
The hands look pissed too, which is just funny. Sorry to mess you up.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, he's gonna straight up. He's coming for the throat. He's gonna parry you, and then he's coming for the throat with the spear. So stats wise, we got 65 HP, kind of yikes. 135 attack, 135 defense, 70 special attack, 65 SPDF, and 100 speed. Now you might be thinking,
that is disgusting.
Yeah, it's not. Some of it's not great, but this thing's signature move, no retreat. So it gets a free +1, and then it just can't switch out. Which, like, honestly, for a Mega, not being able to switch out, but getting +1 to each stat, I take that trade all day, personally.
Oh, yeah.
So realistically, those stats are going to get even higher upon using no retreat. And then possibly being able to, like, even boost it farther, too, if it has, like, Defiant, like its previous ability when it gets released. That could be pretty cool. I think it's going to be pretty solid. Like, no retreat's already a pretty good move. It's not great on Falinks normally because it kind of struggles a little bit in the power department and struggles with cleaning up a little bit. But extra power boost, extra speed, it's exactly what it needs in order to be good, and it's got it. So I'm low-key excited for this. I really like this thing. This is probably in my top 5.
Damn.
I would give this an 8.
I think it's like a 6, 7. It's okay.
6, 7.
Yeah, sir. I think the Pokedex entry is pretty funny. Mega Falinks has taken on the ultimate battle formation, which can be achieved only if the troopers and brass have the strongest of bonds.
This guy in the middle right here, he's got the strongest bond of all because he's holding everybody up.
Oh, yeah.
I love it so much. I think it's so good.
It's all right.
All right, that's fair.
It's all right. Again, another random ass Pokemon. There's like, if you told me in the, the leak forever long ago, it's like, yeah, Falinks is getting something. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Go-Go?
Dude, where's Go-Go? Where's Noivern? Come on, man.
Oh, Noivern would have been
legendary. I wanted that so bad.
That thing would have had 800 speed.
Honestly, I've been fine if they took away his speed like a little bit, made it stronger.
No, don't say that. We always don't ever say.
All right, fine.
Things.
Fine. So that is all of the megas that have been full on leaked so far. But the data, the mega dimensions has been data mined as well to a degree. And we have an idea of what megas might be in that. Let me move my face cam over to here. Live editing. So even though we don't really have any information on these guys, Joe and I are just going to really quickly go through these, point out the ones that stand out to us, the ones we might be excited for, and we'll kind of go from there. So for mega evolutions that have been leaked for mega dimensions, we've got Raichu X and Raichu Y, which we have seen already, Chimecho, Absol Z, which is going to be an interesting thing to talk about, Staraptor, Garchomp Z, Lucario, Golurk, Meowstic, Crabominable, Golisopod, Magearna, Scovillain, Glamora, Tatsugiri, Baxcalibur, Eternatus, and the aforementioned Darkrai, Zeraora, and Heatran. Joe, just off rip, which one of those stands out to you the most?
Bro, it's gotta be Chimecho. What is that?
I don't know what he's doing there, but I'm kind of into it.
Mega Chimecho will warp competitive, surely.
Oh, surely I hope you're correct. I sincerely hope. Give it huge power. I don't give a damn. Just give it huge power. Give it huge power. Who cares? It's Chimecho. Come on. Just do it, cowards.
700 base stat total.
Yes, please.
Yeah, awesome.
The only catch is that's 1 HP.
I would just be Chimecho with like another tail. Like, that's it.
I could low-key see them doing that if I'm honest with you.
It's like he's so powerful. He's 2 tails.
Mm-hmm. I think the one that stands out most to me is Golisopod, personally. Just as like a mon I like.
Eternatus is kind of weird.
Yeah, like what?
I just think of it so heavily associated. Well, it's so heavily associated too with Galar and the energy crisis
Dynamax
nonsense. And the Eternatus form. Yeah, I don't know. That one kind of is weird.
It is kind of
Golisopod, bro. They better not screw up Golisopod. I'll be pissed. They'll be hearing from me.
They'll hear from our lawyers.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently the guy who designed Golisopod only has ever designed Golisopod, and he said it was perfect, and he's done. He tapped out.
Based as hell.
So I hope they bring him back for this. I hope they're like, bro, can you do one more Pokemon? He's like, I'm not interested. I told you. Like, they lean in. They're like, but what if it's a Mega? And he's like, Omega what? It's like, Mega Golisopod. And he's like, you just when I'm out, you pull me right back in.
Just when I think I'm
hope
out.
Guy.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I love Golisopod. He's so sick. They better do my boy right. I'm pretty excited for Staraptor. Love Staraptor.
Yeah, Staraptor is on my list, and then the other one that I'm looking forward to.
Cool.
That was gonna be my last one. I really like Meowstic. I used it in my first ever X and Y playthrough, and I loved it. So I'm excited for that.
Swagging. I didn't even know it had a cool shiny until you got one, and I'm like, dang, I gotta get one.
Yeah,
dude.
It's
pretty sweet.
Shiny's Peak.
Tatsugiri is interesting. Anything Gen 9's low key. There's 4 Gen 9 on here.
Yeah, Scovillain, Glamora, Tatsugiri, Bax. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Couple that I'm kind of like, did this really need to be a thing? Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur is a big one. Why is Scovillain here? I guess that's kind of cool. And then the main thing I'm wondering is about the Z Megas. Because, like, we already have Charizard X and Y. We're getting Raichu X and Y. We already have Mewtwo X and Y. But the mons that are getting Zs are Absol, Garchomp, and Lucario. Which I'm curious how Z Megas are going to work then.
Yeah. I mean, why doesn't Charizard have a Z Mega? What the hell?
Little Timmy's going to be so upset.
I was going to say, wait, how could I enjoy this DLC leak? There's no Kanto Megas. There's only 2.
What's crazy is, though, and this might be a bit contradictory, because I will say right back, I don't really like Charizard, and I think he gets too much attention. I feel like this is the case where a Z Mega for Charizard makes sense.
It could have made $80 billion.
Yeah. Well, and even just like, it already has an X Mega and a Y Mega. Give it the Z Mega. Like, if you're going to make Z Megas a thing, the first 2 mons you would think of that would get a Z Mega would be the mons that have X Megas and Y Megas. So Charizard and Mewtwo. Yeah. So why is Lucario, Garchomp, and Absol getting it? Don't get me wrong, I like me some Garchomp. I like me some Absol. Lucario exists. But why are they the 3 that get the Z Megas, which is what's confusing me. I don't know what the thought process or the rationale would be behind that.
I think it opens up a whole can of worms, because it's like, why the hell did these guys get another one? You know, there's just clear favoritism at play. You know,
well,
I much rather
would never do that.
I'd much rather just. Can everyone else get at least one Mega first, please? You know?
Do we need like
come on, man.
Like just like there's so many other like Flygon, Go-Go, Noivern.
I was gonna be like, do we need another Absol Mega? And then he thought about it. He's like, wait, no, I do want one.
Yeah, I kind of want one of those.
Low key, if it was a Pokemon no Pokemon I like has 2 Megas, so I'm still gonna complain. But then when they drop the Mega Gardevoir Z, I'll be like, damn, never mind. We need.
Joe's
that.
like, no, they're right. They cooked.
We needed that yesterday. Damn it. Yeah.
Definitely. But so that's the list for the Mega Evolutions for Mega Dimensions. So some interesting ones, couple of surprises, but overall it should be quite an interesting one. Got a lot of new Megas coming down the pipeline. I was not expecting that many for the DLC personally.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Even if you just exclude all the legendaries and mythicals, still a good amount, admittedly.
And apparently new forms of Megas as well with Z Megas. So those are going to be interesting to see how those get tied in. But yeah, overall, the Mega Evolutions have been, I would say, kind of hit and miss for the most part. Like, there were some bangers. There were some major letdowns. There was Pyroar. Like, I'd say it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to actively being able to sink my teeth into this game. So, yeah. Any final thoughts before we get wrapped up, Joe?
I want Mega Swalot.
You know what? I'll agree with you on that.
Give him more whiskers or something. I don't know, man.
Make him poison dark. That'd be cool.
I want to make him evil. Make him
make him poison.
Oh, poison
fairy.
Cool. Yes, he's like a happy, jovial spirit.
All right. Guy. The more we talk about this, the more I'm convinced.
It's gotta happen, man. Yeah, no, I'm just also glad there's more than 6 likable Megas I can actually make a team.
Same.
Granted, the type overlap, but yeah, I'll take what I can get, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm gonna try and make it work, but if there's a overlap on Ghost, it's fine. Ghost my favorite type. I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, that's all our thoughts on the Megas. Make sure to let us know what you guys think of them down in the comments below, as long as this video doesn't get copyright struck. So let us know what you guys think. What starter are you picking for ZA? What Megas are you excited to use in ZA? Let us know down in the comments below. Also, make sure to check out Joe. His link will be pinned in the comments down below, as well as in the description. Go check him out. Go give him a subscribe while you're at it, because I'm sure he'll be making some ZA content as well. So make sure you are subscribed to him so you don't miss it. I think we'll go ahead and get wrapped up though. So thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely leave a like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And we'll see you guys soon for some Legends ZA content. Take care of yourselves. We'll leave you all with this. Peace.